Building a personal brand is all about doing what you love and what you're passionate about. But I find just if you say the word, being passionate about, it kind of, freaks people out, because they then becomes a question, what am I really passionate about and what should I, pursue in order to build a personal brand? And here is a really simple exercise that I think really helps with this, challenge. And that doesn't matter if you're looking to be build a personal brand, a business, or looking for your dream job. Now, this activity is super simple. It goes in 3 steps. Step number 1 is take a piece of paper, write down a couple of questions, which is, what do I love doing? What am I passionate about? What do I enjoy? What makes me feel alive? Write all of the questions down, because I always find different questions trigger different, emotions for us, and just brain dump everything that comes to mind, even the most crazy things. Like for me, becoming a singer, because I love to sing. Although I know I'm, rubbish and I'd never go down that path, writing it down is such a powerful act, because, ultimately what we're going to do at the end of the exercise is really choose what it is you want to do and what you don't want to do. And then it kind of, frees you from that niggling, kind of thought of like, oh, what if I, could do this? So that's exercise, activity number 1. Number 2 is write down at the top of your page, what am I good at? What skills do I have? What are my strengths? What are my talents? What do other people ask me for help? Where do I provide the most value to other people? Again, brain dump absolutely everything, you've got on there. This is, our second list that we want. List number 3 is going to be our lifestyle goals. So this is where you really want to map out as good as you possibly can what you really want your life ideally to look like. Do you want to, how much money do you want to make? What's your work-life balance going to look like? How much free time do you have? Do you want to stay in a specific country, or do you mean, are you happy to be location independent? Do you want to do lots of travel? Whatever it is you want your life to, look like, write it down. Even things like, do you want to have time to exercise in the morning? Like anything like that, make sure you write it down, because the clearer you are on that, the easier it's going to be. Because now what we have is we have these 3 columns, and what we can now do is what I like to, call is find the sweet spot, something that's going to fit all 3 categories. Because the biggest challenge that people face when it comes to finding your passion is that, we're passionate about lots of different things, but we want to also find something, that we're passionate about, that we're also skilled at. And I think the skill one is going to be really important to depending on what your lifestyle goals is. As a brief example, if my passion is, singing, I'm kind of okay at it, but I might also be really good at, I might also be passionate about accounting, and I might be even more skilled, at that. But my lifestyle goals are actually pretty humble. Well, then I might want to just go for the, singing, because it's what makes me feel the most happy. I feel like I'm going to be good enough to make a moderate living, and that's all I need. And then that's better than going for accounting. But on the other hand, if you have really, big, ambitious, kind of financial goals, and that's super important to you, well then maybe it's better to go after the accounting, because that's where you're going to be able to produce a lot more value, achieve all your lifestyle goals, and then you can always decide to pursue other of your passions where you don't need to make money. This is the biggest, I think, trip up that a lot of people get. You don't need to monetize every passion that you have. Maybe once you become an accountant, instead of making more and more money, maybe start charging more but just working less, so then you have some more time to pursue your singing career, whatever else you want to do. So I find this is a really easy, simple exercise to do. Yes, you're gonna have to do some work and brainstorm on it, but it's something that I go back to all the time, because again, my lifestyle goals change, and what I'm passionate about sometimes changes, and my skill set changes. So it's something I definitely like to reevaluate all the time. I really hope this is an activity that helps you. Feel free to leave any comments or questions down below, or reach out to me directly at Jen_Rotman or at Boss Babe Philosophy. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video, and have an amazing day.